This is our director's commentary of our institutional information of our film, The Devil's Disciple. The institution that we have chosen for our film was Platinum Dunes Studios. They are an institution that commonly make horror films. The logo is an exact replication of the idea you'd get from the name Platinum Dunes. It's the Silver Hills with, well, it's just the Silver Hills with a plain background really, and it's exactly what you come to expect when you think of this title. Typically, the role of the institution is to either provide funding for the film or help the distribution of the product. Having such a big name on so will always help the distribution of the product. This is typically shown as the institutional information is the first shown on the opening. The production company or institution will make a film using help from other companies that are linked and having setting companies, casting companies and many other companies that can come in from having strong internal links. We chose Platinum Dunes as they think they have vast experience in this particular field and have expertise when looking for experience. This is key in the making of a film. Having ideas and developing the idea and finally moving on to the filming. The role of the distributor is to distribute and advertise the product over the globe. Usually external links or funding from the company are helpful, as long as they hope to get the money back at the end of it. That's their purpose, to make the money and make a franchise. One of the biggest distribution companies in the world is New Line Cinema, because of the huge link between themselves and Universal Studios, arguably the biggest film production company in the world. Of course, the funding of the film is required, and hosting different events by advertising can result in some funding, although not a lot will come from that. Some student loans could be an option for someone in my particular age. Funding for myself, family, friends, and any investors that are interested in the product would be sufficient. Making this a low-budget film would be extremely sensible, as making an independent film to begin with are always low-budget films. In an opening, the main roles of production are mentioned. For example, the director, the producer, the scriptwriter, and so on. Firstly, production company is mentioned. For example, DreamWorks and other production companies like that. So in our opening, we've shown institutional information at the first. The co-production company is then shown. These are usually low-level production companies that are looking to get that extra step up. For example, using a company such as Splendid Productions in the film Catch Me If You Can. There are low-level production companies and almost independent companies that are looking to get to the top. These will not hardly ever work on blockbusters. The producer's name is next, and it's usually written as a named production company. Inserting their name, the director's name comes next, and for example, a Spielberg film. But in our film, we used a named film, like directed by a name, which isn't usually how it would be represented, but it's not. We hadn't researched it sufficiently to be able to match that. Finally, it will mention the biggest actors and how they were present in the film. For example, if they use big names, they will instantly put at the top, so it advertises the film and makes the film immediately look how good it is with the big names. Platinum Dunes have a vast filmography, with such films as Friday the 13th, one of the biggest slasher franchises across the globe, alongside Nightmare on Elm Street, also produced by Platinum Dunes. Other films include The Unborn, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Amityville Horror, to name a few. Therefore, we believe our institutional selection was appropriate and suitable for our film. Thank you.